What's up? What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Hello. Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday to you. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Let me go through. I see you guys are already in the room. Let me say hi to everybody as you come in. Please hit that like button as you come in. Come on in and take a seat. Hey, Ella. What's up, Virgin Love? May, Mr. Willie Brown. How you doing? Lemon Kush, Below. What's up, Tan? Hello, it's Chris. Well, hello. Hey, Cool Gamer, Fruit Punch, Khadijah. Hey, Jamil. Hey. Oh, shoot. Makia Vance. That just reminded me of something I need to do. Hey, Earl. Eros, how you doing? I know I just butchered your name. Hey, Vo. I'm sorry. Eros. Did I say it right? Brittany. Oh, it's your birthday. Y'all know what to do. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's already Sunday over there. Well, happy Sunday to you. What's up, Cross Country Cruiser? Mr. Morris Studios. Well, hello, Mr. Morris Studios. If you guys could go ahead and hit that like button as you come in, take a seat. We're going to get this party started. I am going to be doing a live for Love and Marriage DC. So y'all come on back at about 9:30 for that. If you were watching Love and Marriage DC, we are going to do a live review tonight. I did invite Belle Perspective. I don't know if she's going to be able to make it. But you guys seem to be enjoying her. So I'm glad it's Ederlise. Okay, thank you. Ederlise. I like that. Ederlise. That reminds me of. Okay, I like Ederlise. Hey. Joshua, how you doing? Hey, Tracy, what's up, girl? So, with that being said, and a special shout out to my members who are lit up in green. How are you guys doing today? So, look, we don't have a lot to get into. What's up, Nene? We don't have a lot to get into, but we're going to get into what there is to get into, okay? Child, where we going to start? What was I going to say? I lost my total train of thought. All right, I'm sorry. Let me get back to this. Erica Jane. Those who don't know who Erica Jane is from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The whole thing with her husband stealing all the money. Former big attorney in LA. She says that she is working on a Vegas residency. She has a Vegas residency coming soon. This is what I'm going to say about that. First of all, shouts out to her because, I don't like the way she handled the publicity around what happened, but I never blamed her. I never once believed that she knew that her husband was stealing the money from the people. I think she just didn't care where the money was coming from. And when she found out where the money was coming from, she was more concerned about her lifestyle changing, the fact that she went from, a rich, kept woman who didn't have a care in the world to now somebody who has to worry about how the bills are going to get paid and the blowback that came with it. But I never felt like because I'm like, she wasn't in that office every day. She was just signing paperwork, just like Teresa Giudice. Kathy Hilton even said that she just signs whatever her husband puts in front of her. She don't pay attention to what it is. So at the end of the day, I never believed it. But I didn't like the way she handled it. Her attitude was very blasé, very, I don't care, let them eat cake, right? Very, very blasé. However, this will show, Erica Jane had a very, what's the word I'm looking for? A very, I don't know the word I'm looking for. What's up, Abs? I don't know the word I'm looking for. But she had a very, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Damn. She had a very specific fan base. That's not quite the word I was looking for, but she had a very specific fan base. What's up, Nap Queen? Hey, Quintessential. She had a very specific fan base of the people who liked her little pop songs that she used to put out. It's Expensive to Be Me and all of the other stuff. Like, she definitely did have bookings, and so I'm sure that she's going to do this Vegas show probably in off strip hotel in their little, small cabaret room. She's probably going to put together like a little, cabaret style show with some corny jokes, a couple of costume changes, and her singing 3 or 4 songs. She's going to probably throw in something from Chicago, because y'all know she was in Chicago for a couple of weeks. So I could see her putting together a show. And I could even see a producer, manager saying, hey, this will be a good thing. And I could see her making some little bit of change off of it. What I can't see is it being a full room. I see some people coming through that, some of her fans. I see some people coming through out of curiosity, like if you live in the area kind of thing. But ain't nobody going to Vegas to see her. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Nobody is getting on a plane, booking a flight, flying, buying tickets to see Erica Jane. Now, they might book a flight, go to Vegas, and if you there and they can get them some discount tickets, they might do that. But ain't nobody going to Vegas to see you. You know what? Well, she did once work at the Script Club. Now she said she was only a hostess, but girl, okay, you believe that? I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you, but okay. Tan, she ain't getting no Vegas residency like a Usher residence Vegasy. I mean, Vegas residency. Child, she working, like I said, she working in a room in a hotel that's off the strip. Okay, that's when me and Abby went to Vegas. We went to dinner at this steakhouse that was at like a little casino that was like off the strip, but everybody said it was one of the best one of the best steakhouses in the city. Like a lot of the locals go there, right? It was like a local place where the locals went. Like this, the tourists went to the expensive steakhouses at, the Wynn or, those big, the one of the strip. This was one of those like off, hole. It wasn't a hole in the wall. It was a nice restaurant, but people don't know about it unless you kind of live there. And yeah. So that's where it would be. Hey, Remain Teachable. Yeah, that's where it would be, child. She ain't gonna be nowhere, girl. If Erica was just a hostess and Mia was just a bartender, child, we're going to get to Miss Mia. Well, her lying ass. Oh, we're going to get to Miss Mia, honey. But anyway, that's what's going on with her, child. The people down to the McDonald's are mad at the Cardi B Offset collab. They say that it is not in line with the family-friendly mantra of the Golden Arches. So this is what I'm going to say about that. They said a lot of the franchises aren't advertising or pushing the Cardi B Offset meal because they said that, their music just isn't in line with, the McDonald's way. So this is what I'm going to say about this. Demille, I looked at going to a Lisa Vanderpump restaurant while we were there. We looked at it, but our Vegas trip was so tight. We didn't have a lot of extra time. It was tight. It was really tight. But anyway, let me say this, y'all. You have that right. If you own a McDonald's restaurant, you have what's called a franchise, right? And with the franchise, there are certain guidelines that you have to follow. You have to go to McDonald's University. That's for any franchise. If you buy a franchise in Chick-fil-A or you buy a franchise at Wendy's, because that's why when you can go into a McDonald's and certain things are uniform, right? That's what a franchise is. But this is what I'm gonna say about that. If you're a franchise owner, I guess that's within your right to say this isn't something that we choose to promote in our particular franchise. I'm okay with that. I mean, that's your bid. That's your opinion. I can't even argue with that. I can't argue with that, right? And this is what I'm going to say when people make decisions about how they're going to move with their career. Unfortunately, there may be blowback. When you make a song called Wet Ass Pussy, there may be people who may not want that as the face of their brand. Now, the reality is Cardi B's endorsements show that most people don't have a problem. I mean, Reebok didn't have a problem. You know, who was it? Was it Fashion Nova? Didn't have a problem. The people that did her whip shots, the alcohol infused whipped cream shots, they didn't have a problem. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, people, there are a million other people out there that are paying her a whole lot of money to endorse their products. And at the end of the day, McDonald's had already paid her. That check is cash. You know, so it is what it is, you know. I agree. I thought it was weird. Abby said, whoa, the married couple with 2 kids don't align with the American family values. No, not when you on stage singing Wet Ass Pussy, you don't. No. Mm-mm. But again, she has a right to do that. I'm not mad that that's the song that she made, but there are consequences to those decisions. Now, like I said, Pepsi didn't have a problem with it. Now, at the end of the day, that check done already cleared. McDonald's done already paid her an offset. So you can be mad at your franchise, and you can choose not to advertise it. That is within your rights to do that. But just know that the check is already cleared. I don't know. She has an old sugar daddy that was said allegedly he owns a casino. No problem. Erica knows really well. Well, Pamela, if that's what it is, then go, Erica. I ain't mad at you. You know, listen. Don't be mad at don't be mad at the player, be mad at the game. If Erica done rolled up and found herself another old benefactor that's gonna take care of her, I ain't even mad at her. I ain't mad at her. And we keep saying old like Erica. Erica ain't no spring chicken. Now she not old, like don't get me wrong, but Erica ain't in her 20s and 30s, so she out here in her 50s knocking on 60, and she was able to still snag her good old sugar daddy, baby. Do you? Hey, what's up, little baby? Child, this United States of America who making us pay so much for food, really ghetto. Yeah, and like I said, y'all, I like Cardi. Y'all know I love me some Cardi. I do, but it is what it is. You know, if I were a franchise owner in Middle America, maybe Cardi B and Offset may not be what I want on my But let me say this though: keep that same energy across the board. Keep that same energy across the board. So the next time when McDonald's has a meal deal with I don't know, give me somebody white that's an appropriate child, you know, then I don't want to hear nothing. I want them same people saying that this ain't in line with the values. I want y'all to keep that same energy. That's all I'm saying. Just keep that same energy. Yeah, I want me a sugar daddy. Shit, I ain't mad. Listen. I'll take me a sugar daddy. Okay? There you go, DMD. The Marilyn Manson McDouble. Kid Rock. Oh my gosh. Yes, Nate. Kid Rock. Yeah, so all I'm saying is keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. That's all I'm going to say. Is keep that same energy. I'm going to go. Now, listen, I don't even really be eating McDonald's like that. I really be trying my best to stay away from McDonald's. But I'm going to support. Well, you know, in my area of the world, they ain't got no problem with the Cardi B. So, you know, the Cardi B's all over here. They ain't got no problem with the Cardi B around here, y'all. Listen, Erica needs to run a matchmaking service because I need to. Listen, she can make a lot of money because that's what I need too. I ain't lying. That's what I need in my life. Let me find one, child. Britney Spears. Oh, don't think Britney Spears has been too. I have other concerns about Britney. If McDonald's give her an endorsement deal, I'm fine with it. Justin Bieber, I don't really follow him like that, so I don't know what his lyrics are saying. The last Justin Bieber song I think I probably know was what was that song? Damn, I used to really like that song too. He's talking about he broke up with his girlfriend or so. I don't know. That's probably all his songs. If I know it, if I hear it, I know what it is. But that was at least 4 or 5 years ago. Reminds me of the live you were cut off in the drive-thru. Child, I try not to go to McDonald's, child. When people be playing out, I try not to. I just left the gym. F Cardi and Offset. Oh, I love Cardi B and Offset now. Now I love them. Y'all know I love me. Y'all know I love me, child. Should I do Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, or go home? Well, you asking the wrong person because my answer is going to always be something easy in the drive-thru. If I had to choose between Chick-fil-A and Wendy's, it probably would be Chick-fil-A. But, you know. The one thing I found out about Wendy's, it depends on which Wendy's you go to. Well, I think that's true for everywhere. That's true for everywhere, you know. It's not the Baby Baby O song, because I do know that song, Baby, Baby, Baby. I did used to like that. It was annoying after like the second or third time, but it was cute. It was a bop. It was a cute little kitty bop. No, this song was, I wish I could remember, but I really used to like it. I really used to like it. Dave's double and pineapple mango lemonade. Ooh, I don't even like lemonade, but the pineapple mango is intriguing. What's up, Pam? Chick-fil-A, that's your joint, child. And with Weight Watchers, the grilled, if you get the grilled chicken nuggets with the kale salad, if you're doing Weight Watchers, that's 0 points, and it fills you right up. Now, I always get mine with a little Polynesian sauce. Now, the Polynesian sauce ain't 0 points, but I figure if I'm eating a 0 point dinner, then the Polynesian sauce, I can treat myself. Now, that's how I feel about it, child. Boyfriend, is that it? You know, I need to hear it. If I hear the first couple of, you know, notes, I know if that's what it is. It might be boyfriend though. That sounds familiar, but that's probably the last Justin Bieber song, child. Since we talking about double standards, okay, let's just roll on into this Jay Morant situation down to the NBA. Now, let me be clear. I'm gonna have to be honest with y'all and say that I have not followed this whole story, so I do not know the whole situation. I know that Jay Morant got into some trouble last week or the week before last for doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing, out here acting a fool, being a knucklehead. And then he was down to his social media and he showed a weapon on his Instagram, and immediately he took the Instagram down. Instagram took him down. And now he is facing suspension from the NFL, and he released this statement. Now I'm going to read the statement. I'll tell you what the statement's saying. And then we're going to talk about what my issue is, okay? And why I'm talking about the double standard, okay? Now let me tell you what Jay's saying. Jay says the following. Jay Morant is his name, plays for the Grizzlies. I take full responsibility for my actions last night. I'm sorry to my family, teammates, coaches, fans, partners, the city of Memphis, and the entire Grizzlies organization for letting you down. I'm going to take some time away to get help and work on learning better methods of dealing with stress and my overall well-being. Oh, I say his name is Ja Morant. Okay. This is what I'm sick of. It's two things I got a problem with right now. The first thing is the double standard. We're going to get to the double standard in a second. And it is not the off season, Abby. We are literally in the thick of, it's the NBA, not NFL, boo. NBA. It's not the off season. Pat, I put the sheets at the bottom of the stuff. Just be careful. Because I was going to take my upstairs when I go upstairs. So it's wrong sport, boo. Wrong sport. Okay. We're literally getting ready to roll into the NBA playoffs in a few minutes. We just had All-Star Weekend, which was half, Anyway. I did say NFL first. I apologize then. My bad, Jen. My bad. You're right. That if I said the NFL, then I understand why you said that. My bad. NBA. He plays for the NBA. My bad. Okay. I misspoke. My apologies, Abby. I love you, boo. So here's the thing. Here's what I'm sick of. I'm sick of people doing dumb stuff and turning it into a full indictment on everything. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of you saying, yeah, I'm sick of you saying, oh, I'm so sorry about what I did. Let me take a step away and let me evaluate and let me see why and the stress. Sir, you were on Instagram Live. You was probably drunk and high. You had on all your jewelry and you held up a weapon and was flashing your weapon. Not in a threatening way. You didn't threaten anybody. You didn't point it at anybody. You weren't saying you was threatening to do anything with it. You just literally had it. It was inappropriate, yes. But is it, I need to go sit down on the couch and get evaluated and I'm stressed out and I need to go figure out why I keep making all of these bad decisions. Sir, you are young. You're a young millionaire with a lot of damn money for the first time in your life and you don't know how to act. And I'm not making no excuses for him. Bad behavior is bad behavior. But can we not take this small little situation and blow it up and turn it into he need to go evaluate his whole life? He doesn't. Hey, Zara. But I feel like whenever people do this, now all of a sudden, I need to go and take some time away and I need to go sit down and reevaluate and figure out and the stress and the. Sir, none of the above. You are a young 20-something-year-old millionaire. I don't know his background, so I'm not going to say he's from the hood because I don't know nothing about where he's from. But, okay, you were stupid. You made a dumb decision. You did a dumb thing. Get you a slap on the wrist and keep it moving. I don't understand why this turns into what it turns into. This is my issue. And this goes to he also beat up a 17-year-old boy allegedly. I knew it was something else he did, Ella. Thank you, because I knew it was something else he did. L. That's a problem. You beating up people, that's a problem. But here's my issue. Here's where I'm talking about the double standard. Because here's the thing. He didn't get suspended for that. That happened last week. He didn't get suspended for that. He's getting suspended because of the weapon on Instagram. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Listen. He was doing young rich nigga and now he need therapy. No, your mama need to whoop your butt and your daddy needs to in your ear. But this is what my issue is, and this is what I'm talking about, the double standard. Here's what I'm talking about with the double standard, right? I wonder, now, I know that we had the situation that happened last week, so maybe he got a warning. Maybe he got a warning, and the NBA was like, listen, bro, go chill out, go sit down somewhere, and then he's doing stupid stuff. But here's where I wonder. I wonder if a young white boy, if he was sitting on Instagram listening to his music, cleaning his weapons after a hunting trip. He said, oh, me and my boys just got back from a hunting trip and I'm putting my equipment up. And he was on Instagram with his weapons. I wonder what the response would be. Because again, yes, he had that situation that I think it was either last week or the week before last. I saw it. We didn't talk about it down here. And again, the NBA might have given him a warning and said, bruh, you need to get it together or we're going to have to do something. But I really, really wonder what the response would be if this was a white player at a hunting trip with weapons on Instagram. I just wonder if the response would be so extreme. I mean, people are literally acting like this boy was on Instagram threatening to do something extreme. When I saw the video, I was like, this what we doing? This is what we doing? Now, if I'm tripping, y'all tell me I'm tripping. Shannon Sharp did tell him to go chill out. He told him to go chill out. Y'all gonna start listening to Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp be trying to tell y'all some stuff. Shannon Sharp be trying to tell y'all. Y'all gonna listen to him. Why he fighting the kids now? Now I don't know why he fighting the kids. He's 22. And again, I'm not making excuses. Bad behavior is bad behavior. But again, I just need us as a society to keep that same energy. If this young boy, if that weapon was legally licensed, again, he didn't threaten anybody with it. I could see if he was on there threatening somebody. I could see if he was on there pointing it at the screen, talking about what he was going to do. I could see if he was being reckless with it. And maybe some people would say that he was being reckless. I don't know. Maybe some people would say he was being reckless. I don't know. But I don't know, y'all. Again, I'm not excusing him, but I'm just saying I think that response is just a little extreme. I just do. But that's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all tell me. Y'all know sometimes I be tripping. Y'all can tell me if y'all think I be tripping. A honey trip is appropriate, not the club. But he wasn't at the club. He was at home, right? Wasn't he at home? I didn't think he was at the club. The NBA needs to really crack down on some of these players. I agree. Listen, let me tell you something. I absolutely agree, but it just needs to be across the board. I just think it needs to be across the board. Listen, young white swimmers can get caught roping someone behind a dumpster and don't face no real consequences. Well, that is true. That is true. And again, bad behavior is bad behavior. I want to be clear about that. I'm not excusing anybody's behavior. Bad behavior is bad behavior. But I just want us to keep the same energy. In Tennessee, you don't even need a license to carry. So then he wasn't breaking any laws. Inappropriate? Yes. Breaking a law? No. Better listen to Shay Shay. Don't make him put his denim color sweater back or straight out of Shay Shay den. Listen, I love me some Shannon Sharp, and I want that sweater. I want that sweater. All right, y'all. I'm done. Let me get off my soapbox. Because I feel like I was going left. Let me come on back down. The family. Now, this y'all might get. Let me go ahead and just get the stuff that y'all might get mad at me about. Going to get it out the way. Shanquella Robinson's family is demanding, or asking. I don't know if they demanding. They're asking for President Biden to get involved and basically help them. They said that the warrant has been issued and U.S. authorities are not acting on that warrant. Now, I did a video last week explaining what the issue might be. Again, I said what the issue might be. I can't say beyond a shadow of a doubt that's what the issue is. The issue might be is that we're dealing with a lot of the jurisdictional issues. The fact that Mexican authorities have charged, the indictment is for femicide. Femicide is not something that it's not a crime in the United States. So what the expert was saying on Nancy Grace, I did a video on it. So y'all go back and look at the whole video where I break everything down and explain what happened. But the expert who was on Nancy Grace said that because femicide is not something that we have here in the United States, that the extradition treaty is very specific about what they will extradite people on. So, and it has to be equitable. So extraditing somebody on a crime that's not recognizable here, that the United States does not recognize, that's not part of the extradition treaty. If Mexico were to go back and redo the indictment and use murder or first degree or manslaughter, that's different because that is a crime that is recognizable here in the United States. But the United States does not have femicide. That's just not that's not a thing here. I know what it is and I understand, but it's not a thing here. And so the expert said that is probably not, can't say it for a fact, but that is probably what part of the holdup is with U.S. authorities executing the warrant. So the family of Shanquella Robinson is saying that they have not been kept in the loop, that they don't know what's going on, and that they are now urging President Biden to get involved and to basically make the U.S. authorities do their job. Now, the NBA have a suspended job. The team did it, not taking up for job, but he's worth over $200 million. Stability of his behavior should not have been before he became a star, right? Maybe wrong. Wait a minute. Stability of his behavior should have been before he became. I agree. And and I mean, and this is the story that's as old as going back to the late 80s when these professional football and basketball contracts started becoming so lucrative. Mind you, they weren't as lucrative as they are now. People weren't becoming overnight millionaires like they are now. So once you have a 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old who literally goes from not being able to afford ramen noodles in his dorm to being worth $200 million overnight, listen, at 22 years old, there's a lot of F stuff that's going to happen. I know if at 22 years old, I woke up one day and had $200 million in my bank account and I didn't have anybody around me to support me or understood money or knew what to do with it or help me not act a fool, I probably would have effed off a lot of money too. And I probably would have been out here buying stupid shit. Y'all know what I'm saying? So I'm not indicting him, but I agree. Thank you, Mr. Willie Brown. Why isn't femicide recognized as a crime here? Because we have hate crimes. Femicide, what Mexico is calling femicide, would fall under the guise as a hate crime here in the United States. So, for example, femicide means basically a person, first of all, I don't think what happened to Shanquella Robinson is femicide by definition. Femicide is when a woman is unalive simply for the fact that she's a woman. So she was targeted because she was a woman. Somebody got, whatever. Just like and so that falls under the hate crime statute here in the United States. If somebody goes on a killing spree and says, and they were like, I hate women and I was going to eliminate every woman I ran into, that would fall under the hate crime. So we have it. We just don't call it femicide. It's called a hate crime. So, but Mexico has femicide because it carries a higher mandatory sentencing than murder does in Mexico. Exactly. Right. If I wake up tomorrow with $200 million in the bank, I'm messing some of it up. I promise you. And I'm old and I know better. But I promise you I'm going to do something stupid. Now, I don't know what that stupid thing is going to be, but it's going to be something stupid. It'll probably be a car or a house stupid, but it'll be stupid. Actually, I don't think I would buy a ridiculous house. I would buy a bigger house, obviously, than what I have. But I wouldn't buy no mansion. Like, I wouldn't buy like a 23-room, 10-bathroom. Because I don't even need all of that. But I probably would go buy me like a nice 5-bedroom house behind a gate somewhere with a pool. I want a pool. Actually, the stupid thing I would probably do would probably be traveling. I would just disappear for about 6 months. And everywhere I go, I would just do it first class. I would fly first class. I would stay at the best hotel, like in a suite. I would go to the best restaurants. Like, I would just do like that kind of dumb stuff. But I wouldn't buy a ridiculously expensive car because I'd be scared to drive it. Like, I don't want to drive no $200,000 car. I would be scared to drive a $200,000 car. I would be nervous. My nerves, my anxiety. I couldn't do it. So I'd buy a nice car. I'd buy a nice car, but I wouldn't buy. But I probably would be gone for about 3 months, and everything I did would be first class. I would. Abby said we're gonna do bald head host stuff with at least 40K. Exactly. I mean, I'm probably gonna fly somewhere first class. stay at like a first class bungalow, go to the whatever the best restaurants. Y'all know I'm gonna act the food down to a bunch of high-end stores. Y'all know I'm gonna do that. I'd probably give me some surgery. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. I probably would. I'd probably give me some surgery. I ain't tell y'all no lies. Anyway, so here's the part that's gonna probably make y'all mad about the Shanquella Robinson situation. Here's where I'm gonna probably make y'all mad. Black people. I think we might have used up all of our black guilt on President Biden with Brittany Griner. I think we used it all up. I don't know if we have any more credit with this administration. I don't know if we have any more black guilt credit with this administration. I don't know. I think we might have used it all up with Brittany Griner. When we pressed him out about getting Brittany Griner out and we turned it into the whole you don't love black people thing, I think we used it all up. I don't know if Biden administration is going to feel like he owe black people anything. I think he done met the quota. I think he met and listen, I don't understand. Listen, I feel like according to the expert that was on Nancy Grace, it sounds like all Mexico has to do is reissue the warrant using the charge of manslaughter or murder. That's what it sounds like. Now, this man is not saying that he knows for a fact. But he is an expert. He's a federal marshal. He's done extradition. This is what he does. So he understands. He said he's executed warrants all over the world. So he was saying that, in his opinion, that is the holdup. He said if this crime had happened in the United States, those people would already be in jail. It's no question. The video is enough. They would have been arrested and they would be facing some sort of charges. But the fact that Mexico issued this warrant, now he said that he felt like Mexico did that on purpose. That Mexico knew that. Mexico want to do. They want us to keep going to Mexico. They want us to keep coming down there and spending our money. I remember you saying you would get a personal invite chef to shop and cook your meals plus meal prep. You said you could handle breakfast, but they could cook the other stuff. Yeah, I definitely would have a person. Oh, hell yeah, I'd have a personal chef. First of all, my personal chef would be my sister. My sister's a chef. And I would put her on salary. I would pay my sister so that and that's exactly what my sister would be my chef. I would pay her. So I guess I would retire my sister because I would pay her to be my chef and I would pay her enough. I would pay her good money and I pay her enough. And I sure would. That's who I ain't about to go out here and pay another chef. And my sister, that's what my sister is trying to do. She got a degree in it and she's worked at some of the best restaurants here in DC. I sure would. The only reason why she's not working as a chef now is because of with the wrong, it was so much that happened. And with her having a baby now, being a chef, you don't really have set it's hard to have a set schedule. So she's not working as a chef right now because it's just hard for her. The job she works now, she has a set schedule. She knows when her days off are going to be. She can pick her baby up from school. She can see him on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? So that really is what changed it. And that's why I would hire my sister. She would be my personal chef. And she would, and that way she would still be able to, like you said, I can handle breakfast, but I would want her to prep, definitely either cook my meals for me or prep dinner for me. And keep stuff in there for like lunches and snacks and stuff like that. I sure would. I just gave you that Kahoot money back ordering my tri-bug. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Tomorrow, the information for the mugs and the candles will be available to everybody. And let me see if Amazon done got my journal together yet, child. Because if it's still messed up, then I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm doing wrong. I redid it, and it takes a couple of days, so I don't know if it's. Oh, forget it. I had to change my password, so I'll do it when we get off here because I got to re-sign into all my Amazon stuff because I had to change my my passport. All right. Plus, she could bring your baby over when she cooks. Yes, she could bring me he in school now, but yep. And we would probably eat together. We would probably eat together. So I would definitely do that. And I would probably buy her a house. I'd probably buy her a house because they live in an apartment right now. And, I would probably buy her a house. Or I actually know, I would give her money. And what she chooses to do with it is on her. I would give her money. I would give her a certain amount of money. And whatever she chooses, if she decides to buy a house, that's on her. That's on her. But, I should. Oh, thank you, Keisha. But I would. Mm-hmm. And when I came back, I would start a business when after I came back from my little 6-month traveling the world, then I would start a business. I would start probably a consulting business. I would do some things, child. I would do some things. Anyway, that's listen, either I hit the lottery or a long lost relative I didn't know I had leave me some money. But until then, child, let's get back to reality. But yeah, again, y'all know I'm serious, but I'm joking as far as that's concerned. But I'm actually serious. I do feel like, do I get house money? Nay. I would probably give you money too. I would just give you a lump sum. Probably what I would do with my whole family, I would sit down, I would hand out checks. I would just hand out checks. And I would have everybody sign off and say, I understand that this is a one-time payment. I don't owe anything. Da 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 da. And I would, because that's how people get in trouble. I would pay whatever the taxes are, whatever. I would cover it so it would be a real gift. And then after that, you on your own. If I give you $200,000 and you decide to go to Vegas and blow it at the tables, don't come back later talk about, can I have some more money? Nope. I gave you $200,000. I gave you $1 million. I gave you, whatever it was. I gave you your money. Now, what you choose to do with it. Now, for all of for my nephew, my great nephew, and my great niece, I would start trust funds for them where they couldn't touch it until they were I probably wouldn't let them touch it until I probably wouldn't let them touch it until they were 25 or 30. But I would put money in a fund for them. You do an Oprah, yeah, I'm going to pay off the taxes, so you ain't got to worry about none of that. I take care of all of that. But whatever I give you, that's on you to do with it. If you choose to, Nay would probably invest. Let me tell y'all something. Nay, my niece, she will put that money up. She probably wouldn't even do nothing with it. She'd put that money up somewhere. She'd probably live off of it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? She'd probably do a few little odds and ends, but she wouldn't do nothing crazy. I look up and she'd be like, yeah, I bought 100,000 shares of such and such a stock. And then she would retire off the stock. You know what I'm saying? She would do something like that. First thing you should do is get a tax attorney. Second, invest in yourself, and then give everybody 100 and tell them buy. I know that's right. Not $100. So anyway, I want them to figure it out though, because I do think it's a shame that this young lady, what happened to her, it seems like it's so obvious that we know who did it. I don't even care why they did it anymore. Like, I don't care what made you so angry that you felt like beating her up, because I still don't think that they meant to unalive her. I think they meant to beat her up, because that is the world that we live in today. That is the society that we live in. And kids that age, stock, real estate, exactly. There it is. See what I tell y'all? She would buy stock and real estate. She would keep working, and in a couple of years, she would be able to retire. Didn't I tell you what she would do with the money? I know her. And I'm actually proud of that she would be like, nah, I'm going to buy me some stock. I'm going to buy me some real estate. I'm gonna make it work for me, and in a couple of years, I'll be able to retire. I told you that. Didn't I tell y'all that? But I don't think they meant to, but that doesn't matter that wasn't their intention. But again, we are dealing with the love and hip hop society. The kids right now, they grew up on reality TV. They grew up on seeing people fighting on TV and there not being any consequence to that. And so that is what they're living with. That's why, especially like in the schools, the kids are so busy, they filming each other while they're fighting, and they think it's cute, and they create they create Instagram pages just to post fights. And remember, World Star was all about just showing fights and stuff like that. Have I seen The Strays on Netflix? I don't even know what that is. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a show or a movie, but I don't know what it's about or anything. I haven't seen it. So they would like, oh, we mad at her about whatever it was that they were mad at her about. I don't know what it was, and I ain't here to, I don't care. They thought we're going to beat her up and we're going to go on about our business. But unfortunately, that, anyway, do I think that President Biden should step in? What I think is somebody from the Justice Department, I think, should investigate why the warrants have not been executed. And depending on what the reason is, then we take it from there. If it is what that guy said, that the warrants haven't been executed because the crime that's being charged is something that's not recognized in the United States, then there needs to be some dialogue with Mexico to figure it out. Because I do think that every day that those people are not arrested is another day that is unfair to Shanquella Robinson and her family. Now, I do agree with that. But I'm just saying, y'all might have used up all y'all black people guilt credit with Brittany Griner. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's move on, child. Let's move on. Oh, let's see what else. Let me make sure I got all of the. Let's see. We talked about that. We talked about that. We talked about that. We got that. Nicki Minaj says she's starting her own record label, Queen Records. She's already signed her first, I think, 4 artists. Listen, good for you. The conspiracies surrounding the cartel and feel the cartel are floating around. Listen. Shout out to the 126 people in the room. If you could please hit that subscribe button, I appreciate y'all so much. The subscribe button too, but the like button, child, the like button. This all I'm gonna say, and I don't want to sound negative before anything happens. All I'm gonna say is this: I hope you do right by your artists. I hope you stick with it. I hope you don't sign these people and then you lose interest and then you move on to something else. I hope that you are truly going to invest in these people and you're going to follow through with them. I hope you're not going to take advantage of them. I hope that you're going to be fair with them. That is all I have to say. And good for you for looking for talent and wanting to put these people out there and using your influence and your money to create a space for them. That's all I got to say. I'm not even going to say nothing bad or negative. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all. Because, at this day and age, I just don't know what the advantage is anymore with signing to a record label. I just don't know what the advantage is of signing to a record label. If I were truly an artist, whether it's a singer, a rapper, if I were truly an artist, I honestly don't know what the advantage is. I would sign to a management company, but I wouldn't sign to a record label. I would sign with a management company that, could help me with distribution. But when I can just throw a single up on iTunes, SoundCloud, whatever, and get paid off my streams, why would I ever go to a record label until I need distribution? And then all I need is a distribution deal. I don't need a record deal. I just need you to distribute my music. That's it. I don't need you giving me studio time. I don't need you putting me with producers. I already did all of that. Most of these artists start a record label and they never, right. And that's what I'm saying, correct. That's why I'm just going to put the positivity. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to put the positivity, child. I'm just going to put the positivity and I'm going to let it float in the air. But that's what, I think I told y'all this story before, but that's what happened with Tyler Perry. That's why, let me tell you something. Let Tyler Perry be and this is not about the quality of his work, because we're not going to get into the bad wigs and stuff, okay? It's not about the quality of his work, but this is about Hollywood letting something get away. Let Tyler Perry always be the example Tyler Perry, nobody in Hollywood would do the Tyler Perry Diary of a Mad Black Woman. We know it was a very successful play on the Chitlin circuit, whatever, gospel play, whatever label you want to put on it. Nobody in Hollywood would take a chance on Tyler Perry. They either wanted to change the script so much that he was like, I'm not comfortable with this, or they didn't want him to be a part of it. And he was like, what are you talking about? It's my work. Or they just didn't want to fool with it at all. They said, this is just this a black movie. Nobody's going to go see this. This is a gospel movie. Nobody wants to see this. Nobody wanted to take a chance on Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry gambled on himself. He took $5 million of his own money. He filmed the movie at his own house down in Atlanta. Did it in however many days, because I know Tyler Perry quit good for making a movie in 2 days. And he went to New Line. Is it New Line Cinema? I think it's New Line Cinema. He went to them for a distribution deal. He said, listen, I got the movie. I just need somebody that can get it in the movie theaters. New Line Cinema has distribution deals with like AMC and all of that. He signed on to New Line Cinema for a distribution deal. The distribution deal was for something like, and I don't remember the exact number, y'all, but let's say that the distribution deal was for something like, let's say $20 million. I don't remember right now. I'm just putting a number on it. So he signed on a distribution deal with New Line Cinema for $20 million. Opening weekend of Diary of a Mad Black Woman made something like $35 million. So in the first weekend of Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Tyler Perry walked away with a $10 million profit after he had to pay New Line Cinema for their $20 million and the $5 million to reimburse himself that he took to make the movie. He walked away opening weekend with a $10 million profit. So if I were in the record business, that's all I would need. I just need a distribution deal. I don't need a record deal because I got that. Yeah, Nikki, don't do the Carl Crawford. I heard her personality and disposition is horrible. Other celebrities and celebrity makeup artists have said that in a roundabout way. Well, a lot of people have said that she's got a nasty attitude. A lot of people have said that. But listen, child, they still cutting up down to the Atlanta. They still cutting up down to the Atlanta with this YSL trial. Now they done leaked footage of one of the informants snitching on YSL, and the judge want to know where this come from? Where this come from? Who leaked the footage? Because now you jeopardizing, you putting the case in jeopardy, because once again, now you putting targets on people's back. First, we can't get a jury. They've been trying to get a jury for 6 weeks, and we can't get a jury. Now you leaking police video where they question an informant and he allegedly is snitching and telling all the business. Where did this come from? The judge said, listen, that don't make me have to get real nasty and start threatening to take people's bar cards now. I said, this trial ain't gonna never happen. YSL ain't gonna never. This trial ain't gonna never happen. It's crazy. I think right now streaming on Hulu, there's like a little 2020, like, it's not a documentary. It's like a 20, on 2020 where they talk about, so they did like a 2020 breakdown of the YSL case. I might watch it so I can get a little more detail of what's going on with this situation, because this is a whole mess, y'all. This whole YSL situation is a whole mess, okay? Ooh, what my lights looking like, Tracy? And thank you, Tracy. Dropped the Teacher Project 2.0. You guys, if you love me over here, which I love you too, please check out me and El Teddy 27's Teacher Project 2.0. It is a channel podcast that we dedicate to bringing you guys information as it relates to students of color and students who are part of the LGBTQ community. If you could please go, we're trying to get our channel to 1,000. We're trying to get it monetized over there, so we can continue to bring you guys great content. And I appreciate you. So please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you. It's 120. Well, now we down to people done left. We down to 123 people. But if you could please make sure you've hit that like button. Tracy said we had 94. Can we get 6 more likes and get over 100? Please and thank you. That's right. Master P did when he started No Limit Records. He said Michael Jackson's attorney told him stay independent and just do distribution deals with record company. Exactly. That's what I would do. But anyway. All right. Woke up this morning to some mess. Now let's talk about it. Child, Mimi Fowles. Y'all remember Mimi from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? She was messing with Stevie J. She's got a daughter with Stevie J, and the whole Stevie J Jocelyn love triangle situation. Well, you know that she started dating Ty Young. Ty Young is a retired WNBA basketball player. They had gotten engaged and then they broke up. And I thought they had gotten back together because if you follow Ty Young's social media, you don't always see Mimi, but you see the daughter a lot. Like in her TikToks, they do TikToks together and stuff. And we have seen pictures of Mimi and Ty together looking real cozy. So I said, you know what? They must have got back together, but they're not really making a big deal about it because they just kind of, maybe doing their own thing, which I can respect that. Well, y'all know earlier this week, the news done dropped about Drew Sidor and her husband breaking up. They getting a divorce. They done ran down. They done raced each other down to the courthouse to see who could file first. And they done made their way down to the courthouse. And as a result, she came up and told in her amended divorce petition, she talked about the fact that he wasn't faithful. She talked about the fact that he was, verbally and physically abusive. She talked about the fact that he took money out of her account. Well, he said she was cheating too. And I told y'all the other day that I didn't care that she was cheating because we know that he was out here cheating on her. And so, listen, it sounded to me like fair exchange ain't no robbery. Y'all was both. If y'all was both cheating, then y'all was both cheating, Well, yesterday, Mimi drops on her Instagram a picture of Drew and Ty together from and it was from Ralph's birthday party, and that's I believe that's going to be filmed on this upcoming season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we might see some of this happening. Mimi dropped a picture from the from the party, and had the song Ice Spice song Munchie. And the lyrics are like, you thought I was really down for you. I really wanted you, something like that, Jack. So, of course, everybody was like, wait, what? And she had the caption, breaking news. Now, somebody under her picture said, girl, we ain't got time for subliminals. Just come right out and tell us what you're trying to say. And her response was, well, if you know, you know. I said, well, now I ain't the smartest mofo in the world, but I went to school a little bit. If I want to use my deductive reasoning skills, and I feel like what you're trying to tell us is that Ty Young and Drew Sidor had a little affair. Now the question is, did Ty cheat on you with Drew while Drew was cheating on Ralph? I don't know. I don't know. But I do feel like, girl, either you're going to tell us or you're not going to tell us. Because I ain't got time to be sitting here figuring out all this speculation. Now, y'all know I'm always leery when we know we got a new season coming up. But hell, we still got another month before the Real Housewives of Atlanta drop anything. We still got a few minutes. Sounds like that's what Mimi is alluding to. That's what it sounds like to me too, Jewel. See, this is what happens when Mimi starts swinging from the shower curtain. Child. Abby said this is what happens when she starts swinging from the shower curtain, okay? Mimi is messy anyway. I just feel like, again, first of all, if it happened to you, then it happened to you. But I just feel like, girl, why are you trying to get in the middle of these people's business? But I'm sure we'll get more information because Mimi clearly wants us to know. So I'm sure she's going to drop more hints or put more information out there because she clearly wants us to know. Or at least wants us to think. because I don't know nothing. Then we got Xscape and SWV. Now, we know that their show does premiere on tomorrow night. Now, let me say this to you guys. I don't have to go to work. Well, I do have to go to work on Monday, but it's a teacher work day, and it's from home. I'm saying all that to say I can sleep in a little bit on Monday morning. So what I probably am going to do is probably give y'all a double dose tomorrow. I will probably do a live Real Housewives of Potomac review and do a live SWV review. Okay, so I don't know how I'm gonna make that happen, but I'm gonna probably give y'all a double dose. And I might do one on Monday and one on. I may do the second one on Monday, but I will do a live for both of them. I just can't promise y'all. Well, no, because the Potomac is over. So yeah, so I'm gonna do them both live. I probably do Potomac tomorrow and then SWV Monday. I'll make it work, but I'm probably doing both live. So they was down to the red carpet promoting the show. And listen, that damn Xscape, they can't get along long enough to even promote the damn show that they don't get along on. Tamika and Latasha got into an argument on the red carpet over whether Tamika was disrespecting Latasha's mom, well, both of their mama. And Latasha felt like Tamika was disrespectful, and Tamika said she felt some kind of way because how dare she accuse her of being disrespectful, because that she would never disrespect her mama. So she had to walk off the red carpet and come back. Listen. Xscape, although I can appreciate that y'all are gonna give us a good show, I can appreciate that this Xscape SWV show is gonna be good and juicy. I need y'all to get it together. I really need y'all to get it. Exactly, see, Golden, we can't take them nowhere. I need y'all to get it together. I just do. I do. Oh, Lord. Hey, Tracy. Oh, both my Tracys are here. Hey. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. Now, let's get into this Mia situation. First of all, can one of my mods go drop Make It Make Sense channel? Mims, Make It Make Sense. Can y'all, right, the drama is real. They really don't F with each other. Can one of y'all drop Mims channel in the link? Last night, Mims did an interview with Tia Scott. Now, if you don't know what Tia Scott is, it's gonna be a good show, but what cost? Yeah. Listen, being disrespectful to my mama is the quickest way to get cussed out and your eyes swole shut. Yeah. But she said I'm gonna have to wait and see the episode. But the way it was described in the article that I read on People, it doesn't sound like she was disrespectful to her mom. If anything, it sounded like her mama was being inappropriate. Because the sisters seemed like the sisters were arguing about Latasha acting like a diva. And the mother's gonna, while the two sisters are arguing, the mother whispered to Latasha, she's just jealous. Why would you say that about your child? You have your two daughters arguing with each other, one daughter accusing the other daughter of being a diva and having diva behavior. Why would you be like, oh, she's just jealous? And Tamika said she just was like, I'm not jealous. And again, I have to wait and see how it plays out in the actual episode. But if that's what happened, then I don't see how that was disrespectful. And I feel like the mama was wrong for putting her 2 cents in it, even if she felt that way. You don't pit your kids against each other like that. That would piss me off. Why the women can't get along? The men don't listen. The men don't get along either. Y'all done seen the Temptations movie. The men don't get along either. Look at all the boy groups from the 90s and 2000s that done broke up. They was backstage fighting. Boys to Men, 112, Pretty Ricky, Day 26. The men don't get along either. I'm not gonna stop making them think, have y'all believing that the women can't get along. Men don't get along either. Yeah, TGT. Oh, child, they ain't even last barely an album, child. What's up, Jace? How you doing, boy? I ain't seen you in a Oh, hey. So anyway, Mia. Okay, so if y'all don't know who Tia Scott is the infamous ex-girlfriend of Peter Thomas that has been the talk of Real Housewives of Potomac this season. Now, for those who don't watch Potomac, or for those who might need a refresher, we know that all season long, Mia has been referring to this ex-girlfriend of Peter's, and she even said on the show that she was basically that this woman was her and G's plaything, their girlfriend. She said that they had a sexual relationship before Peter even knew her and dated her. And she talked about how, basically that the night of her wedding, they had a threesome. The night of the night before her wedding, that she was at the bachelorette party. Tia Scott was at the bachelorette party. A bachelor party, excuse me. And Mia was there, and that the three of them ended up having a threesome. And she said she didn't allude to nothing. She said they had an ongoing, ongoing relationship. That makes sense. The mother keep the drama going. Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see the show, but that's what it sounds like. So last night, Mims actually got an interview with the woman herself, the ex friend, because her and me ain't friends no more. And I'm saying her name because she was on the show. She showed her face, all of that. So let me now, first of all, I want y'all to go watch Mims' video. It was a good interview. It was a good video. Please go watch it. The woman she seemed really cool, really nice, very intelligent. She was very honest. Now, the one thing she did not do, she did not speak to whether there was a sexual relationship with Mia and G. And I can respect that. She said she wasn't going to get into all of that, which made me think that maybe it was true. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, that's your business. If her and Mia crossed the line and got into DeMille, tell me if I'm wrong, because I might have missed it. If she did confirm or deny, tell me if I missed it, because I don't want to speak. I don't want to say, but because I've listened to the interview twice, but I always, I always want to make sure I didn't miss something, because I was listening to it last night and I fell asleep last night, and then I listened to the rest of it this morning. But in case I missed it, tell me if I'm wrong, because I know I saw DeMille in the chat. So I want you guys to go watch the whole thing. So I'm going to give you the highlights, because I still want y'all to go over there and watch the interview, because it's a lot that I ain't going to tell y'all, okay? I'm going to try to go give Mims that click in that view. If y'all can drop the link, either the link directly for there it is. Thank you, Abby. You know what, Abby? You can't. I'm not doing. Lord, Abby. I love her. I love her. Anyway, she dropped the link in the chat. So y'all go when we get off of here. You know what, little baby? Y'all are terrible. Call that man Morris Day. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. But she did. I'm sorry. So let me just tell you a little bit about what she shared with us. Basically, she confirmed that Mia is just a liar. Mia is just a liar. And again, you throwing these lies out about people, it's not cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Shade is cool, and a little fun shade, it is what it is. But you just throwing these lies out, it's just not cool. So let's start at the beginning. Tia and Mia, they've known each other since they were in their teens. Tia, I think she said she was 18, Mia was 19. So she's claimed that Mia is 37 years old. All right, girl. But they knew each other when Mia came down to North Carolina, because she's from Charlotte. So when Mia moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, that's when they met. They met through a mutual friend. I think she said something about Mia's boyfriend at the time was a friend of hers or something to that effect. But they met through a mutual friend. They became friends. She said their relationship has been on again, off again. basically due to Mia not being a good friend. The fact that Mia is not a good friend and don't know how to hold on to friendships. She said that that's basically what that is. No, that would be 20 years ago, Tracy. Almost 20 years. I thought Morris Day looked good when I saw him. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, I guess. Now, what I am going to tell y'all now, she currently she has she's a restaurant consultant, and she does real estate. She's actually in the process of relocating to the DMV area, and she is open to doing reality TV. I thought that was interesting. I liked her. Don't get me wrong, I liked her. And she's going to be doing Mims's review tomorrow when he does his live review for the Real Housewives of Potomac. She's going to be doing that with him, so y'all can catch her again over there. Excuse me. Now, what I am going to tell you guys, because again, I'm not going to tell you everything. What I am going to tell you, she was 37. No, Tracy, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said they've known each other since they were 18 or 19. And because she says that Mia is a year older than her. She's 37 now, so she's 36 now, so she said Mia's 37. That's what if that's not what I said, then let me clarify. She's saying that right now she's 37, well 36, which makes Mia 37. And that's why I'm like, because if that's what 37 looks like with all that plastic surgery she done had, then Houston, we got a problem. All right, so oh, you're saying that Mia's 47, they can't fool you. Well, child, listen, that's what the girl has said. That's what she has said. That's all I got. She said that's what she has said, child. That's what she has said. That's all I got. That's all I got. All right. Okay. Listen, I'm telling y'all what the girl said. All right, let me finish. Let me just go on here because y'all ain't gonna get on me because of what that girl has said. Now that's what the girl has said. Now I can't tell y'all, but the girl has said it. Now that's what the young lady has said. Anyway, so she said that let me finish going through this so I can. I'm sorry, I was trying to do something on my phone, and y'all know I can't do two things at once. So let me pay attention. Now, what I thought was interesting was she explained the whole Peter thing. Now, here's what's interesting. All season long, Mia alluded to, now I ain't saying Mia said it, but Mia alluded to her and Peter were friends. And she made it seem like the girlfriend met Peter through them. Well, it was the exact opposite. She was dating Peter. And Mia, all of a sudden, she said, once she started dating Peter and their relationship went public, all of a sudden, Mia wanted to start coming around and hanging out. She said she helped Peter open up Bar One in Florida, open up the club in Charlotte. And she said when they had the grand opening for the Bar One in South Beach, she said that Mia showed up with G. They were there, and that Nene was hosting the grand opening. Nene was the official host, and that there were producers there from the Real Housewives, and that she actually introduced Mia to the producers from Housewives. And she said that Mia that night ended up hanging out with the producers, and basically that was kind of, I guess, step one to her getting on the show. But she said that Mia and G met Peter through her relationship with Mia, not the other way around. She said they met through her, which I thought was interesting because to hear Mia tell the story, that's not how it went down. I mean, that's the impression she gave us all season. Yeah, she did. She called her a social climber. She did. She really did. She said that she again confirmed the story that all of us have been getting, that Mia was not in no damn foster care. Now, she wasn't living with her parents, but she wasn't in foster care. Mia lived in Georgia with her godmother for a while. We know that Mia lived with Jacqueline's family for a while, and that she was not in like official foster care. She was not a ward of the state, not the way that Mia tries to make it sound like. So again, once again, we are just catching Mia in more lies. Now, I'm going to leave it there because I do want y'all to go give my boy Mims a click and a view. Also, I want to say this, and I love Mims for this because he's a really, really sweet guy. He's really, really a sweet guy. Like in real life, he's a sweet, sweetheart. Tony's father, or Tia's father is actually sick right now, battling cancer. And they do have a GoFundMe. And last night during the live, Mims said for every Cash App, they have a GoFundMe, so he put the GoFundMe link up for people to donate to the GoFundMe. And he said anybody who Cash Apped him during last night's show, he would directly give that money to Tia, because he said GoFundMe takes a percentage, and that way he would directly give her all the money. Now, the last total count that I heard, and like I said, y'all, I was in and out, and I had to listen to it more than once. But I think the last tally I heard was right at like $500. I know I donated. So if you guys go over there, you watch the video, and you want to donate, again, you don't have to, but if you want to donate, if you Cash App Mims, just put it in the memo that is for her or for the GoFundMe or whatever, and he will add it to the total. But her father is battling cancer. She actually, when she reached out to Mims and Mims called her back, both of them were actually at the hospital. Because if you follow Mims, he's open about what he's dealing with right now with his family. So, there he is. Oh, there he is. So you guys, y'all go give my baby a click and a view. Now, we talked about a little bit of something, but y'all go give him the click and a view over there, because it was a really, really good interview. And she is going to be with him. She said last night on the show that she would love to come back, and he invited her to come back to do the review for part 3 of the reunion. And she actually watches the show. So she knew a lot of what Mims was saying that Mia said or didn't say and all of that. She actually watches the show. So it was a really, really good interview. But once again, it is just proven that woman is just a liar, y'all. Mia is just a liar. Child, it's Tony. You had it. I had it right the first time, Tony. Okay, I had it right the first time. Okay. I had it right the first time, Tony. Okay. So y'all do that for me, please. Okay. Now I'm about to hop off of here so I can watch Love and Marriage DC. I will be back at around 9:30 so we can discuss this episode, child, and see what the people talking about down to the Love and Marriage DC. Okay. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. And I would like to add, Mia makes it seem like her mother may have stopped using a few years ago, but I think the woman has been clean for about 20. According to Tita, that woman been clean for 20 years. According to Tita Talks, that did the interview with Mims, and she also watched the interview. She talked about it on her show today. She about it. She said that a lot of what Tony said confirmed what she knows about Mia. So again, she said, she said there's a lot of stuff that I kind of didn't say, but she confirmed a lot of stuff that I thought. She said I didn't say it because I wasn't 100% sure, but she confirmed it. You enjoyed it. It was good. It was a really good interview, and she was dropping. And let me tell you what I liked about the interview. She didn't just dog Mia out, and she didn't put other people, because the other thing is she's best friends with G's brother. So she wouldn't throw people, like she didn't bring other people in. She didn't say stuff just for the purpose of being salacious. I can always respect that. I can always respect that. So y'all go check it out. Get the whole interview. Y'all go check it out. And again, if y'all want to donate to her GoFundMe, not her GoFundMe, if y'all want to donate to her to go towards her GoFundMe, just I would say Cash App Mims and just put it in the memo that that's what it's for. And I can vouch for the fact that he'll make sure she gets the money. Oh, oh, you know you my boo. All right, you guys. So let me get off of here so I can go watch this Love Marriage DC channel and be back here and talk to y'all about the love marriage people. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later. Tony was classy. Michelle Obama will be proud. She was. She handled herself very well. She definitely did. She definitely did. I could see her landing on. I could see her being on a Love and Marriage DC. I don't know about Potomac. Only because I feel like if they bring her on Potomac, it would be just to go against Mia. And I feel like she has so much more to offer than just being Mia's storyline. Like, she's an entrepreneur, she's a mom, she brings a lot to the table. And I would hate to see her be reduced to a storyline just for Mia. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened with Jacqueline. Jacqueline is so smart. She's college educated. She's got a great job. She's a mom. And none of that was highlighted. She just became Mia's punching bag and Mia's storyline. So I really wouldn't want to see her be on Potomac, even though Potomac has the larger platform than Love and Marriage DC. But I think on Love and Marriage DC, she would be able to create a storyline and have her own space. So I would prefer to see her on Love and Marriage DC than on especially as her being new to the area, being from, Charlotte. Maybe we could get a perspective of her dating in DC, having to go through the dating process and getting to know people and learning the area. And you know what I mean? I feel like she could give us a more of a storyline on Love and Marriage DC. That's just my opinion. I'm not a producer, so I'm not looking at things through a producer's eyes. But I just feel like if she gets on Potomac, she would just be Mia's storyline. And I just think she has more to offer than that. That's just my 2 cents. All right, y'all, let me get off of here. Please hit the like button on your way out the door, and I'll see y'all back in an hour, okay? Peace.